Hello and welcome everyone to the Trade Street Podcast. My name is Joel. I'm joined by my Uncle Dave here. How you doing, Uncle Dave?
Doing good.
We are here at the Common Cup in Amity, Oregon. It is Wednesday, little after, it looks like close to 8:30 now. We normally intend to start at 8 o'clock. But sometimes it takes a little bit to get this set up here in the back room at the Common Cup in Amity. Today is the 19th of April, and this is our second episode. First episode was just a short few-minute introduction into the podcast that we're doing here. So if you haven't caught it before, you can go to the Gimpelwood Productions YouTube where we have it posted, or the Gimbal Sound Facebook, and that's where we'll be airing this regularly. Today, we're just going to do our regular going through our notes. We didn't get a chance to get too much of a scoop on local town stories, so we just have some announcements of events that are coming up like we will normally do every episode. We'll talk to Uncle Dave a bit about his car trip coming up. And we're actually going to also, just for fun here, we're going to check out the Amity versus Yamhill Carleton High School baseball game. They've got it here on YouTube. It's just a short 5-minute, 45-second video. So we get a little glimpse into our small town here, and that'll be fun. So starting off, I'm going to do our announcements. Again, we do our live streams here at the Common Cup. It's in Amity, Oregon at the Trade Street Commons. And every month they have Bubbly Brunch. It's every first Sunday. And if you join them, it'll be a fun-filled brunch with bubbles and libations. Each month, they're featuring a different local winery. So on May 7th, it'll be the Keeler Estate Vineyard. And that's at the Trade Street Commons, the Common Cup. And it's 516 South Trade Street, Suite 103. And that's the 99. For those of you who don't know, Trade Street runs through Amity. And that is also the Highway 99. So walking around town this past week, I noticed some more postings of upcoming events that we can announce. One is they are having bingo at the Amity Fire Hall on Saturday the 22nd coming up here, and that'll be at 6 p.m. The City Council is having their meeting tonight at 5:30. If you're interested in that, check out their Facebook page. They have a Zoom link. And then also, the 27th, they'll be having a 2-hour registration at the Amity Elementary School for kindergarten. That's from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. in the cafeteria. Contact the school if you have any more questions. And that kind of does it for our announcements today. We wanted to get just a little interview of some of the people down here at Trade Street Commons, but we had realized that a few people are out of town. Some of the shops were actually closed when I came by, and I was like, oh, okay, slow week. That's cool. Everyone's getting in their it's like spring break for the business owners or something. So Uncle Dave and I come down here almost every day, and it's a super cool spot. So let's talk about that a little bit. We checked this place out right away when we moved here, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and it's kind of you get to meet some of the locals, and really helps help form the community here in Amity. It's not a lot of places you can go and interact with your neighbors. Like one of our neighbors is probably an acre of land in between us. We haven't even met them. We've seen them, and it's a really good community here. And this I don't know, this town would be boring without the Common Cup and the Trade Street.
Yeah, definitely. There's a little hub here on Trade Street. You got Common Cup. They got a burrito shop next door.
The bistro,
flower
shop.
El Toro Loco across the street if you want to get drinks and have a big Mexican dinner or something like that. Really like Earth, Wood, and Fire. They've got a lot of really cool crafts and paintings and handmade furniture and trinkets, all kinds of stuff. Really cool setup. A few doors down from us. And you got Coffee Town if you want to get a quick coffee and breakfast sandwich. Sometimes we do that. get a quick breakfast sandwich on the way to an errand or work or whatever. I mean, we love it. We come from living in the city. We're both from the Bay Area, and the concrete mayhem and just really populated. You're segmented from nature. Here, we're always having a good time because right in our backyard, we've got the creek, we've got a bunch of Douglas firs and oaks. We're constantly interacting with big flocks of birds. Uncle Dave's got a great rapport with them. He feeds them walnuts and seeds every morning.
Yeah, it'd be like a bird seed thing.
Mm-hmm. And we saw a vulture. We got to get pictures of that. Uncle Dave has tons of nature videos and pictures. We got a vulture that stood up in a dead madrone tree at the back of the property and just like put their arms out like this and just stood there for like an hour. And we just hung out taking pictures, got video and all that. And then it was like a week or two ago, we've been seeing deer swim across the creek and hang out in the meadow and graze. And it looked like there was a mother deer who's going to give birth. She was laying down in the meadow. She was hanging out, trying to make a spot. I think my chickens might have spooked her one day. And she came flying across the property. It was like within feet of me, dashing off and ran across the farm next door. So there's a different experience here in Amity, and people are extremely warm and friendly. We're getting to know the town and getting to know all the cool people and cool things to do. Be really cool to cross that bridge. What's that street that crosses over where they're doing all the construction where you get to Sheridan?
Well, that's isn't that Highway 158 or something like that.
Yeah,
you got to shut down.
Yeah, it's closed right now, and I've got family in Sheridan. I've been meaning to go visit, but I think we got to go all the way to McMinnville.
No, that you cut over on. There's a side street that cuts you over to the highway.
Oh, okay. All right, I didn't know that. Right on.
A few miles for town.
And so yeah, and just as a general announcement, every episode, if you're someone in town, Amity, or you know someone who has a cool story, runs a business or some sort of local group or club or something like that, works for the school, wants to come on and talk about something, has some cool stories, get us more affiliated with the local lore and all the history and all that. I mean, we're looking to learn, and we have a real fun time talking to people, getting new stories and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's nice to kind of help promote some local businesses like Trade Street Commons here, the Common Cup. Depends on what time of day. It's like right now it's not that busy. There's maybe, I don't know, 10 people here, but we came here when it's absolutely packed. And during the summer, people do bike touring in the wine country and stop in here, and there'll be like 10, 15, 20 people on bikes. I'm talking about bikes. I'm talking about, pedal bikes, not Harley Davidsons.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's like I said, I don't know what I'd do without this place. It really helps you feel connected to the community, gotten to know the people that work here, and kind of like the social hub of Amity.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, even if it's slowed down at the coffee bar, you come down and you can talk to the baristas and the owner, Jeannie, all day long. They're super friendly, and you always have a local there who has some cool stories to tell and whatnot.
Yeah, it's amazing how many people they can serve. Jeannie runs it, and Jeannie really good on managing it. In a small little work area, they got 4 people working behind her. It works really efficient, and yeah, I really enjoy it. Just coming down here and just having a place to go, a place to socialize.
Yeah, because otherwise, I mean, we've been used to. I mean, it's so saturated. You don't have to go far and to find something to do, but it's always crowded when you're talking about like bars or restaurants in the area.
Not really to that scene.
No, and we're more into, we would go to Pacifica, there's Guerin Park in Hayward, and
you're talking about back in the Bay Area.
Yeah, back in the Bay Area. Yeah, we were more into going and nature walks, hiking, hanging out with the crows, hanging out with the hawks, that kind of thing. Ravens. And we'd been waiting for the ravens to show up in our backyard, and they finally made it last week. We heard them. They're setting up a nest somewhere.
Yeah, they're not. Birds are not too friendly to people around here because they're robbing the grape fields all the time, so they're constantly getting chased out.
Yeah, we were seeing them grab grapes over the summer and the fall, bringing them up into the Douglas fir trees here, enjoying the delectable vineyards around here. They don't like it much, but so you know what? Let's check out this this game here. We're not much of sports people, but we thought it was cool to find out that the sports teams here in Amity are getting some limelight. I heard there was a good game where I believe it was the girls basketball team
They were in the playoffs. We haven't updated.
Yeah.
We're kind of lagging on that. I don't know how they did in the playoffs, but even to make it to that, it's quite an accomplishment.
Yeah, we were hoping to like maybe meet the coach and bring him down and interview him and get the full scoop. Because I mean, we're what, town of less than 2,000 people and getting on the map like that's always awesome. So let's check out this baseball game. I used to go to athletics games as a kid all the time with family in school, and we do field trips down at the Oakland Coliseum. Let's see. Have to add the audio in here for us. Oh, we might have got clickbaited. I don't know if this is actually the game or if it's just an advertisement for a channel that plays games. This is supposed to be softball, Amity, I think, versus Creighton. Or Carlton, sorry. Yep, we got clickbaited.
Yeah, we thought we were going to be playing sports thing about the local team.
Yeah, that's what because they got a title where it says it's Amity versus Carlton, but then it's just this clickbait clip. All right, we'll work harder on that next time. We thought we had something for you guys.
Yeah, we'll be a little bit more organized in the future. We're taking. I'm trying to get everything together and make a trip down to Barrie and get my last car. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's talk about that. So if you missed the first episode, again, it's only a 7-minute episode. It's just our intro. And then the first half of this is just going to be our hold screens. People are like, oh, it's like an hour-long podcast. And then you're going to have to sit through our hold music for a little bit. But that's part of the live stream game if you haven't been in the podcast or live streams at all before. But here's Uncle Dave's 2 cars here. I'll let you talk through it here.
Well, the first one's a 69 Z28 Camaro that I bought before they got insane in prices. The other one's a 67 RSSS race car that I'm making street legal. And I'm not into street racing or that crazy stuff. If I'm going to do that, I'm going to do it to the track. I'm too old and wise for that stuff.
Oh, we were talking to one of the winery owner's sons, and he said there's a track nearby, right?
Yeah, Woodbine, something like that.
We'll have to catch it. Well, we can look online. But yeah, he used to take me to a track with, was it the Eagle Talon?
Yeah.
And that was
do autocross racing.
Mountain View or Sunnyvale?
I can't remember.
Yeah, they would have like a big area all set. I mean, it's intense sitting in the passenger seat with someone's whipping it. Like I forget. I don't even. The thing is it probably wasn't that fast because it was an obstacle type course, and we were like doing all these twists and stuff. But that was fun. Here's the engine on the RSSS.
Yeah, it's a project got put on hold for about 10 years. I took my mom, my stepdad in. They ran into financial difficulties, and I was paying all the bills and taking care of them. But now that I'm up here, I'm going to start working on this car again.
Yeah, we just got this in about a month or two.
Yeah, about a month ago. I haven't had a chance to do anything on it. I can't believe how expensive it is to move. Just to make the move to go get the stuff, the final load down in the Bay Area. I got $2,150 just in equipment. That's not including gas.
Yeah.
So once I get the move behind me, I'll be able to get the Camaro running and make some good connections with people that are into hot rods and stuff like that. Lost all my connections in the Bay Area.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Meet some new muscle car guys. And so you're leaving this weekend to get the 69Z28.
Yeah, I'll be leaving 7 o'clock in the morning, renting a car, driving. What is it? Something like 600 miles down to the Bay Area, 12 hours of driving, 13 hours of driving. Then I got to load up, and then I'll be driving back a 15-foot truck with a car trailer. That's going to be fun. Probably get 7 miles to gallon.
Yeah, especially going across the Mount Shasta Range and the Grants Pass. I mean,
well, with the weather that's been going on, there hasn't been a clear shot, and you can't chain up a U-Haul truck with a trailer. And this is the first shot I got at getting the car up here, and yeah, hopefully the 69 Camaro. We're going to run a separate page on it. We're not going to keep talking about it. We're just kind of giving you an insight. We'll run a separate page on the Camaro for people in the cars and want to follow that.
Yeah, he'll get a Facebook page set up with all the pictures and everything. You can enjoy it whenever you want. I'll help you with that.
Yeah, it's been quite a journey having to put everything on hold, you know. And but I took care of my mom. My mom would ended up in, you know, like a hospice or you know, a nursing home or something like that. So I'm really glad. You know, I just had the insight to put my projects on hold, take care of my mom, enjoy what time I had with her. So
yeah, and we're gonna have a blast. We've got this 2-car garage at our house that we're gonna get all, you know, set up for working on cars. I'm a audio guy. I do production for live streams, music, in the past, a lot of theater and conferences and stuff like that. And we're going to have just a little workbench there for me to work on my equipment, do soldering, that kind of thing. And then the other thing I taxed Uncle Dave on is he's going down to the Bay Area to pick up a bunch of stuff from my in-laws. They're moving and they're going to stay with us the last few months of my fiance's pregnancy. We're due in October. And so we got some furniture and stuff. But my father-in-law, Ricardo, he is also an engineer, producer type guy. And he's going to get a lot of his equipment set up here at my studio. So we're going to beef it up, have a lot of photography stuff, videography stuff. Uncle Dave has to haul it all up here.
That's all right. It'd be nice when you get the music thing going on too. We can run a page on that because Ricardo and his wife and them are. I actually went to in Berkeley. They were playing like a concert thing, and there was like 13
freight and salvage. Yeah,
there was like 13 people in the band, and it's a really amazing artist. Be nice to be able to share that with people.
Yeah, you know, and we'll probably get an interview with Marcy and Ricardo too. They're super interesting people and know a lot of information and have great understanding of history and music and culture and wine. And this is a great winery area. They could talk all day about that. So that'll be an interesting kind of thing. Bring them up.
Yeah, we're just getting started with this. We'll get more into covering Amity, and we'll probably kind of separate the two at some point, where we're covering local news for people interested in that, and we'll get the other stuff set up. We're going to share links on the car, share links on the music, and just trying to put some information out there and connect with the community. I think it's going to be really good to help promote things and help promote the businesses here.
Yeah, and we're interested in learning more about the businesses here. My fiance Morgan and I were really into our cuisine and stuff. We do gardening. We have chickens and goats and stuff like that. And there's this place, the Blue Goat here. And so if anyone knows the scoop on that, it looks like they've been, they don't open, but I've seen online that you can order stuff from their farm.
Oh, well, which place is that again?
The Blue Goat right here. The one right across from the
we'll have to find out more about that. Yeah, the chickens are funny. He's got 2 roosters, and if I tell you, if you think you're a tough guy, you'll be really humbled when one of those big roosters decide he's going to show you who's boss.
Yeah, I have people criticize me that I keep roosters, but I was living on 3.5 acres last year, and constant hawks, which most of them, they can't get a big chicken or whatever, but our the people we're renting from, they lost a ton of chickens to hawks while they were young. And I'm like, look, you know, they don't mess with them with the roosters there. I mean, that's what they're there for.
I won't mess with them roosters.
Yeah. Oh, they're sweethearts at Down Under. So
Except when they're feeling ornery and you turn your back on them. They're definitely the sneak attack.
yeah, one doesn't have spurs. He lost his spurs at one point. The other, yeah, he's still got them barbs. It's not fun getting your shins and your ankles beat up by a rooster. We've got 2 dogs and a cat too. You know, I'm sure we'll share animal photos at some point. Everyone loves that. Cool. So I think that's the gist of everything we kind of gathered this morning. We're going to be winging it a lot. I have 5 other shows I do throughout the week that require a lot of pre-production and post-production. So this is our fun podcast. This is our fun show and our way to get to know our neighborhood, our community, and whatnot, and share it with you guys. Anyone who has an opportunity to watch our show, the Trade Street Podcast. I am Joel. You can contact me or book any of my services for audio, visual production services, for live events, videos, content, music, you name it. I'm well versed in all the different crafts. You could find me at www.gimpelwood.com. That's gimpelwood.com. I'm also on Facebook with my business at Gimbal Sound, and this new page for all of the production that we're doing is Gimpelwood Productions at Gimpelwood on YouTube. So make sure you like, subscribe, and follow, and all the clickities, because we know that it'll help you know and be notified when we have new cool stuff coming out.
Yeah, in the future, we'll get more interviews with locals and we'll be a little bit more organized. It's kind of crazy this week because within 24 hours, I'm going to be driving back down to San Francisco
all week, getting room for that. And then, I'm taking care of the pregnant wife, taking care of all the animals and juggling the business and everything else. And that's going to give you the little flavor of us. We like to wing it. We get it done. And we're here sharing Trade Street Podcast with you. And I don't know. Feel like signing out? Got anything else you want to share?
Yeah, I think we've rambled on enough.
All right, cool. Thank you again. I'm Joel. This is my Uncle Dave. Thanks for joining the Trade Street Podcast. And we are here every Wednesday at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we hope to see you again soon. Wow.